So I woke up this morning and I got several DMs on two different subjects, but from many people. The first one is like, "Hey V, did you see the spat between Sargon and James Lindsay? Did you see that?" Apparently, James Lindsay does not want to communicate with Carl. Horrible, right? And then the other one is like, "Did you see the spat with Ethan Van Sciver? Ethan Van Sciver, Yellow Flash, Ripper." And I'm like, well, Ethan Van Sciver is pretty talented, right? And people are like, yeah. Well, talented people are usually assholes. I mean, I worked at different companies. It's almost entirely true. Even in World of Warcraft, like, the best people in the guild were assholes. This is why the woke has such an easy time getting rid of them, because when people have skills, they are arrogant, but unfortunately, they also have the skills to back it up. So that was my explanation. I don't know if it was satisfactory, but I genuinely do not know the controversy, nor do I care. And it's the same thing with Sargon. I will say this, okay? Why does everyone have to get together? Why does everyone have to like the same things? I don't think this is normal. I don't think this is normal. I will tell you why, okay? Listen, no, seriously. When I grew up, everyone like had their little different groups. Like, you had the goth kids, and the goth kids did their own thing. And you have like the heavy metal kids, and the heavy metal kids did their own thing. And then you had like the rappers that were painting graffiti on walls and stuff. And you had the football players. And we all got together at school. Like, we had common activities. But like, when we were having fun, when we were relaxing, everyone like had their little group. And I think that was good. I think that was heaven. I never appreciated just how good I was having it back then. Because now everyone like wants... No, like everyone needs to like everything. You know, like Matt Walsh, he needs to like anime. Why does Matt Walsh have to like anime? I mean, this is also a conversation that came up with Dev. Because I was like trying to convince Dev and Sargon to like VTubers. And people ask me like, but why do they need to? And you know what? They're right. Why do they need to? Why does Matt Walsh need to like anime? You know what happens when everyone likes the same shit? It gets sanitized. It stops being the same shit. And I'm thinking back, because I'm a little bit old now. I've been on this planet for a little while. And I noticed that when something becomes popular, it does become shit. It happened with everything. With metal music, with goth, with like all the things that I spoke about before. The moment they become popular, they become shit. So why does everyone need to be together? I genuinely don't understand. Why does Sargon need to talk to James? No, he doesn't. No, Sargon needs to do his thing on the Lotus Eaters. James needs to do his thing. And you, as a right-winger, should listen to as many people as possible and form your own opinions about stuff. Are you incapable of doing that? I don't think so. I think you are very capable in forming your own opinions. You don't need to be spoon-fed like a leftist. You don't need fact-checkers and stuff. Like, let the people in their own circles come up with their own theories and stuff, and you get to pick and choose the stuff that you like. Isn't that much better than everyone getting together and having like the same opinions? Because that's what happens when people get together. They influence each other, whether they want to or not. And you don't have like diverse ideas. Everyone starts speaking the same, everyone thinks the same, everyone reaches the same conclusions. I don't like that shit. I think it's much better. I think it's much better that everyone stays in their own fucking lane. You know, I will say this. I was on my account, making my own succubis and talking with people about succubi-related things. And all of a sudden, this guy comes up and goes like, "Oh my god, you filthy perverts." Who the fuck are you? And I'm looking at him, you know, I right-click and it's like, this guy had this entire profile. Like, for once, it wasn't a homosexual furry. Not that I have anything against them, right? It's just that I noticed that they're not very tolerant about the male gaze for some reason. So, you know, like, I just blocked them. But this guy was a peculiarity because it was different. All he had was football players. Right? Like, his entire account was dedicated with men hugging themselves on the football field, kissing each other on the football field, holding a piece of gold that's allegedly a trophy on the football field. And I'm like, why is this guy in my space? Like, I'm talking about succubis. Why is he even in the remote vicinity of me? What have I done to try to attract this individual to my shit? Nothing. Nothing. Why is he here? Why? Now, the thing is, like, he wouldn't like it if I went to his place. Like, when he plays football, he wouldn't like it if I went with 5 of my friends with our dakimakuras, with our succubi's dakimakuras, and started talking about new things around him. He wouldn't like that, right? So like, why is it that in current day, I need to hear his dumb takes about my suck? I don't care. He doesn't care about my dumb takes about his football. About his little man running after his little ball, chasing it. I don't fucking... I don't want to know. I don't want to know. He doesn't want to know. And yet, for some reason, due to the nature of the internet, we have to intersect. And we have to hurl insults at each other. Because that's what happens. He doesn't respect me. I don't respect him. It's a two-way street. You can't... So the thing is, isn't it better when you have like different groups of people and each do their own thing without having to... Like even on my channel, did you notice that? Like I have this channel where I talk about politics, and I have another channel where I talk about entertainment. I'm pretty sure like there is a connection, like there's cross-pollination between the audiences of my two channels. But I do respect people. I'm like, okay, like someone may be interested more in this type of content. Other people may be interested in live streams, so I have another one. I don't do shorts because I don't want to upset you. So my point is, it's a lot better when things are secluded like this, rather than when everyone is together. Yeah, I don't understand, like, when this whole thing, like, everyone needs to be friends with everyone, Carmen. Like, you notice the left doesn't do that? Like, the left has, you know, their gays for Palestine, but they keep them separate. Like, they don't put the gays in Palestine. Like, they have gays for Palestine, but it's in America. And they have like their BLMs and their Antifa, but they don't join together and then have fun. Like BLM does its thing, Antifa does its thing over here. You know, it's like they understand this concept, but for some reason people on the right don't. Now here's my point. You know, like all these people, whether it's Sargon, whether it's James Lindsay, whatever, blah, blah, they're still fighting. I mean, they're pulling the culture in a direction that I like, which is basically to convince people to make policy that would tax me less, cause less world wars, right? Now, because they have their differences, I'm sure they do. But as long as it pushes towards my direction, I'm happy, you know? When they start pushing in the opposite direction, I block, I mute, I move on, I stop listening to them. In fact, actually, no, you know, you can still listen to people even if they're on the left. I mean, I still find it funny when I see Anna Kasparian being upset about the fact that her environmentalist policies are catching up to her, and she gets very upset. I mean, I've been watching the Spitting Viper, Jimmy the Door. Yeah, I've been watching him for a while. And now he's talking with Alex Jones, you know, like... Getting opinions from different people is why I listen to them. I don't listen to a person to spoon feed me about ideas. I listen to a person because I want to hear how they think about certain things. And if their thinking is something that I find reasonable, I pass it on. If I find it bad, I discard it. I move on. Don't expect people to spoon feed you with stuff. And don't think that it's good if everyone gets together. You know, like this concept of like the united right. Everyone on the right just like tries to talk with each other and is friends with... No. Because then what happens is like you have personality clashes. The dominant personalities are going to control the others. It's separate. Everyone does their thing. It's a lot better. Let me know what you guys think though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.